And me couldn't know say politicians are not the easiest people them for arresting of people. Not only because of them connection amongst each other and them connection in the government, but also them connection in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. A whole heap of high-ranking officers associate themselves with certain politicians and also political party. Right? This is nothing new I am putting out there. Everybody know these things. But apart from that, these politicians are also supported by some of the little people in Jamaica who not take certain things seriously, not take corruption and criminality serious.
What you have to say for yourself?
What's for dinner?
What's going on here?
What's that stink?
What's this for?
What time is it? What's that?
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Hey my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel Watson's World. Now if this is your first time visiting this channel and you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and click on the subscription button right now. Yeah man, me I wait. Alright, and click on the notification bell too. Yeah, good. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at The Noble Cop. Now, I want to take the time out and big up all my new subscribers, the people who support my last video. My God, my subscriber base grew like close to 5,000 in the last couple of days, guys. And I really appreciate the support. And I'm hoping that I get the same kind of support on this video. You understand me? I say, yeah, man. All right, people. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the operations that I went on when I served in the JCF, targeting a very, I would say, well-known politician there in Montego Bay. But before me get into the story, I'll give you some background, right? First of all, people, I joined the Jamaica Constabulary Force in July of 2011 and I graduated the police academy in November of 2011. I was assigned to the foot patrol in St. James in December of 2011 and then reassigned to the criminal investigation branch in January of 2012. I was then recruited in May of 2012 to the lottery scam task force, and that is where I spent most of my tenure. That is where most of you people who have been here from day one may know me from, right? The man behind the fight against lottery scamming in Jamaica. You understand me? I say. Now, one of the things what people always say to me is that, boy, Mr. Watson, I always target little small man them out the road. Right? Little man them where try eat a food. Little man them where try make a money. I want to not target the real scammers them, which is the politician them. The politician them and them are the real scammer, no? And them are the real criminal, and them are going to use them gun and all of that. And people, no, I would be unfair to deny that. I would basically be outright lie, untruthful, to deny that some politicians don't cause problem in our country. We're beautiful little island of Jamaica, of course. Politicians are one of the biggest problems. Let me rephrase, because I don't want to say politicians and broad brush everybody. Some politicians are the biggest problem in our country as it relates to criminality. Right? There's no doubt about that. And I couldn't know say politicians are not the easiest people them for arresting of people. Not only because of them connection amongst each other and them connection in the government, but also them connection in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. A whole heap of high-ranking officers associate themselves with certain politicians and also political party. Right? This is nothing new I am putting out there. Everybody know these things. But apart from that, these politicians are also supported by some of the little people in Jamaica who not take certain things seriously, not take corruption and criminality serious. Because you have certain politicians involved in corruption and criminality, and the same Jamaican people who can vote them out or vote them in. So, really and truly, you have to understand, say, you know, we are also accountable for the people who we put in a power. Right? So we can't complain too much when we put a man in a power we know say corrupt and who is aligned to criminality. Can't complain, people. Wrong or me right? Wanna make me know now. right? Now, guys, I want to get into the story because I don't want to drag this thing out too long. But this operation that I'm going to talk about is one of the first operations that I went on when I joined the, lottery scam task force. And as I said before, I was a young police officer, young in terms of my tenure with the organization, right? I wasn't even a year service when I joined the lottery scam task force. And people, it was exciting for me to go on this operation because this operation targeted a particular politician who was well known in Montego Bay. Now, I'm not going to call him name. I mean, throughout this video, I'm going to post some articles and you can go up online, go view them articles. And the reason why I'm not call him name is because he's one of them man that will love sue now. Him actually sue the government and the police force and two media houses there in Jamaica, right? And he win the lawsuit in 2019. And they must award him $11 million. So I'm not going to call this individual name. Now, some people might say, why you not just call him name? Because from you say we say, we know who he be. But I rather not call his name, people. You know we see who me I talk about. All right, so to talk about this operation now, get right into the story, guys. So we actually targeted this politician because of his alignment or based on the intelligence, is alleged alignment with lottery scamming activities, gang activities, and illegal guns, right? And he had certain resources and certain facilities that used to help scammers out or help scammers with them activities. That is the allegation. That is what the intelligence had suggested. The operation which targeted this politician, guys, was put together by the now deceased Superintendent Clunis. May his soul rest in peace. Mr. Clunis was a man that I respected a whole lot. He was a man that I believe had a whole lot of integrity, and in my mind, him never afraid of nobody. But anyway, I was one of the police officers on that operation, a young police officer, and we started to search the premises, right? We cordoned the place and going as per usual, and we start search the premises. There were 3 police officers who were searching, and I was one of them. One police officer, in my view, I saw when he took down the textbook from a closet in a room that was occupied by this politician's son. And when him take down the book, people, him open up the book, I think it was a science book, some kind of science book. When him open the book, and when we say science, we mean something like a chemistry or biology book. I don't remember right now what the book was. But I know that it was a real thick book. And when him opened the cover of the book, there was a little cutout in the book itself, like the pages them cut through. And we found a stock of US dollars. When we take out that and we counted, it was 10,000 US dollars. Another place we searched was in his son's room, same way we found a computer, like a CPU tower, like one of those big towers. And we used a screwdriver and pulled the tower. And when we pulled the tower, we saw 380,000 concealed in an area where the hard drive was supposed to be. By this time, people were covering the area. This politician and his son, they were there right throughout the search. And they saw where we recovered everything. Everything was recovered in their view. Anyway, people, we moved to the bathroom, and I was the one who started searching the bathroom. Now, this politician's son was right there, standing at the bathroom door, right? Other police officer was standing right next to the politician's son, right at the bathroom door. And when me start search the place, me notice that the son have a little look on him face. And I said, no man, that look that's strange. So dig up the whole place, dig up the bathroom, never find anything. But me see a little garbage bin in the corner with a black scandal bag in it, right? It's like they may use the black scandal bag as a catchment. And me looking at the bag and me not see nothing. And one man just said to me, say, lift up the garbage bin. And when me lift the garbage bin, me I say, how that garbage bin I feel so heavy? Garbage bin I feel heavy, man. So me just take out the bag from out of the garbage bin, and right under the bag when me take out, guys, I saw something wrapped up in what looks like some kind of socks or some piece of material, dark material. When me dip down in the garbage bin now and take up the object and me look up on the politician's son, me see him I said so. And me I say, what? Something wrong as a man. And by the time me take up the object and reveal it, it was a gun. High point pistol, 9mm pistol. And same time me say, gun! And when me look, every police start run coming out the room. And me say the politician's son just hold on in head and say yes. It's like him I say yes, I saw it done. So guys, that was my first gun recovery, guys. That was the first illegal firearm that I found. And it was found in this politician's son's room along with all these monies. Now, the politician and his son, and I think he will have another son at another location where we did go search. All of them we arrest all of them. Put them before the court for the illegal possession of firearm, for the money we seize and everything like that. And unfortunately, guys, you know, the prosecution did not work the way we wanted to work. Right? The politician got off because the son took the fall for the gun and everything that was found. So I'm now not accusing this politician that anything belonged to him. But based on the intelligence we did have, obviously some fishy things when I go on. Now we're going to tell you something very important about that operation, people. And I'm not going to hold up on details because I still have to be careful of the details when I'm going on. But one of the things about that operation is that when it was carried out in 2012, right? And 2012, we did not have the legislation, we did not have the laws in place to prosecute people for lottery scamming. So there's nothing that we could charge them for as it relates to lottery scamming, even though we found things. And that was the big problem. So what we were using is the illegal possession of firearm, right? We were using things like unlawful possession of property. The fact is that unlawful possession of property was difficult to apply to these cases because there were a lot of procedural breaches. And so because of that, they were thrown out of the court. So this politician, I believe, did not necessarily get away because he was so innocent in my mind, based on the intelligence and what the intelligence suggested. But essentially, it was because no laws were in place to really deal with the offenses that we detected at the time. Right? I am now thinking about it, and there is a Proceeds of Crime Act, and that was applied to the money that was seized. I do not know what became of that case because when I found the firearm, a senior detective actually took on the case. And remember, I said, guys, I was really young in the JCF at the time. I mean, I could have dealt with the case, but they basically assigned it to someone senior who was on the operation. Right? Now, people, I share this story to say this. For me, when I served as a police officer, there was no one above the law. I didn't care who it was. And in my mind, if it was even the Prime Minister of Jamaica, I would have want to arrest him. Right? But one thing I can tell you, people, when you start to trod down that line, as a police officer, you trod down that line alone. Usually you are alone. Because the first thing a man go say to you, say, left that alone. Nobody go there so. Right? The man, the two connected. You will find yourself out on the street. You will find yourself dead. You will find yourself out of the organization. It's unfortunate, but that's so the thing said. So when people said to me, say, boy, yeah man, politicians are some of the biggest scammers. Me not deny it. You have some politicians who are some of the biggest scammers, but at the same time, just like how me not paint every police officer as bad, me not go paint every politician as bad, right? And there are some people who really want to make a difference. Essentially, what happened with this case is that the son took the fall, the father get off of the case. Now, this particular politician, more recently, we saw where he was actually being connected to a shipment of gun from the United States into Jamaica. And it was said that someone who worked for him, I think his secretary or somebody like that, right, was the name on this container of guns. And of course he denied it. He was suspended from office and everything like that. Let me just say this, people. I think Jamaican people have a lot to do with these politicians and where them go on with, you know. Because a whole heap of people see the slackness of them go on with and still vote them in. This particular politician, I'm surprised that this person has been, in office for so long, based on all of the things them where, it was alleged that this man did or involved with. I can tell you that a lot of these politicians contribute to the big problem of scamming in Jamaica. There's no doubt about that. I know a lot of people might say, boy, Watson, be careful, be careful, be careful. But I'm not saying anything new. I'm not saying anything that I should be afraid to say, because really and truly, all we know how the system is. And we have to stand up for righteousness and justice, people. And sometimes standing up for righteousness and justice, you will not always get support, but you have to do what is right. And I think it is my duty, as well as it is your duty, to speak up against things that are not right in our society. People, I don't want to drag this video out too long. Just wanted to share that quick story. This is where I will end this video. As per usual, if you don't like the video, like it and share it. Just sharing my stories, guys. I have a lot of stories, and in the coming weeks, I'll be sharing a lot more stories with you. So as I said before, guys, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Until next time.